This summer I took a flight from Beijing to Seoul. The flight was only 2 hours long, but there was extreme turbulence. Luckily though, I landed safely.
Hallo.
Letterlijk. Oké, over bij de vol. Ken ik even.
Oh ja, de ticket.
We managed to take one of the last fancy buses to town. By the time we finally got to our stop, it was already midnight.
Moeten we niet oversteken?
We stayed at a co-living space in Myeongdong called Local Stitch. It's basically a hotel but with communal amenities like a kitchen and a washing machine. The rooms were honestly just like a hotel room. They were very clean and very spacious.
Het is middernacht, maar deze man besluit noedels te eten die je ook in Nederland kan halen. En de eerste ging fout. Het is soepnoedels.
The first thing we did the first morning was go to the hairdresser. I booked an appointment through Instagram on the night before because I definitely needed a new hairstyle. First things first, we got ourselves the cutest transportation cards from buying friends. And then we took the bus to Hongdae station. We decided to go to a place called Juno Hair. It's located in both Hongdae and other places. It's one of the famous hair salon chains. You can book an appointment by DMing them on Instagram. The prices are average but more expensive compared to other places in Asia, but they do speak some English and can recommend you a style. I didn't know what to do with my hair, so I asked them to dye it without bleach, and I also got a treatment. They gave me some complimentary drinks and snacks.
Deze man wilde een haarstijl van hem. Je moet wel zoals die guy achter je worden. Hij staat achter je.
Meanwhile, he got a haircut and a magic straight perm for the sides. To my surprise, my hair treatment also included a massage and a steam bath. I didn't think my hair could get this light without bleach, but after a minimal haircut, it actually turned out pretty good. Here's the final look.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Immediately we found a photo booth next door, so we decided to take some photos with our new hair. They had so many hairband choices. Afterwards you can customize your photo frame, and you get a QR code so you can get the video version. Since we hadn't eaten anything yet and it was already 12, we decided to grab some lunch. We found Eggdrop next door. It's a place that sells Korean street toast, and we decided to get the bulgogi flavor. I really think Asian bread is just built different. It's much sweeter, but also very fluffy. I really liked it. It was very packed, but it was also very messy to eat. As we were already in Hongdae, we decided to look around. For anyone that's young, I think this is your absolute shopping heaven. Aside from many clothing stores, we also found a shooting range where you can pay to get some bullets. While waiting for a friend, we found another photo booth. It was quite popular and there was a 20-minute queue. The cool thing was that the camera was actually above you, so you get a really cool top-down camera angle. When a friend finally arrived, we had lunch together at Barbecue Chicken. We got the combination deal, which has both Gwangjang chicken and regular fried chicken. Even though we were still full from the chicken, we continued to Gwangjang Market. This place has often been shown on TV and Netflix, and it's like a famous traditional market. The famous street stall was actually very crowded, so we went inside a small restaurant. As we were inside the market, I ordered them something very fresh. I wanted them to try yuke and sanakji. The squid is not actually alive, it's just that the reflexes still remain active when freshly prepared.
Kauwen als je zo eet. Als die wijn vast, als je in je keel blijft blijven, dan stik je.
Ja, ik heb het gehoord. Steeds
Kan. Je kan kiezen wat je wil.
Hij komt niet eens af. Ik doe eerst wel rauw. Ik kon niet eens af. Oh, hij drukt aan mijn tong.
Hey, niet zo onbeleefd doen.
Dat gevoel in je mond voelde alsof ik op dat moment verkracht werd. Iemand gewoon zeg maar zout doen op jouw tong. Ja, dat moet niet zijn. Dat is wel lekker dan. Aftertaste is wel een beetje goed.
Ik zou er saus bij doen. Dat helpt wel.
We finished everything and even ordered an additional naengmyeon and pindae-tok. And as a dessert, we shared a single hot dog we bought at the market.
Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog. Oh, weg was hot dog. Gesmak aan de achtergrond. Hot dog.
Eventually we headed back to our stay and did some window shopping on the way.
Wij gaan naar het paleis.
Paleis.
We decided to start our day with a nice walk to the palace, which was near our place. We wanted to arrive early to avoid the sun, but it was already 11 when we got there. Nonetheless, we still decided to rent a hanbok, and we wanted to match, but there were just so many options. The hanbok rental prices differed based on how much detail was on them. It was quite hard to wear, but the staff can help you wear the multiple layers. In the end, we went for a theme that had blue and pink. You can also accessorize your outfit by choosing a hat or other accessories. And the ladies can get their hair braided and accessorized with some of the templates they have laying around there. We decided to take some photos together in a photo booth before we got all sweaty outside. After all that, we finally had 2 hours of rental time to go into the palace.
Tell me about your crib. Huh? Tell me about your crib. Yeah?
Immortal. Ja, dit is mijn huis.
Dit is haar huis. Het is, Oh, die prullenbak daar! I'm in Inception.
Hello.
After the palace, we went to eat immediately because we hadn't eaten anything all day. We wanted to try this old famous store called Myeongdong Kyoja. They have a yearly Michelin recommendation. Luckily, they had a table for us, so we got seated. Their menu consists of only 4 items. We ordered the kalguksu and the mandu. One dish is around 7 to 8 euros, so that's very cheap. The food came very quickly, and as we were starving, we finished it almost immediately. I could tell they really chose to focus on their best dishes and really go for quality over quantity. As you can see, we really cleaned our plates.
Ik wou nog even.
Doe dan.
Je gaat er nog één halen.
Nee, het is de eerste maaltijd van de dag om 4 uur 's middags. En we willen gelijk helemaal bomvol, dat we de rest van de dag niks meer eten of zo.
Het is maar 10k won.
We agreed on not getting one more. Instead, we went almond shopping at honey butter almond flavor. It's one of my favorite snacks, so I had to stock up. After taste testing almost all of their almonds, I decided on 4 different flavors and got a shopper. In the evening, we decided to visit Itaewon. Despite the Halloween incident last year, it was still quite lively for a Monday. We found a place to eat our dinner. We tried this pineapple soju, and I think it's now one of his favorites, as he also bought one in the supermarket to bring home. Later we found an arcade inside a bar, and we got some drinks there. So we finished the night fake bowling against each other on these machines. The next morning we met up with a friend again and decided to visit Bukchon Hanok village. It's a traditional style street with a lot of traditional houses, and it's near the palace, so you can wear your hanbok here. Sadly though, it was fully in the sun, so we thought it was too hot, so we left quite early. We escaped from the heat inside a convenience store, and I decided to make the viral iced coffee. So basically you just have to grab a cup of ice, and then you get a coffee flavor. I chose Americano, and also a banana milk flavor, and this is the banana light. Next we decided to go to the Blue House, which was nearby. It's the Korean equivalent of the White House. In 2022, it stopped being the presidential residence, and now it's a public space and a park for tourists to walk around.
Volgens mij heb jij het niet goed op, Teun. Je moet dat ding induwen, ja. Ja, maar jij ziet eruit als een Vietnamees. En de rest ziet eruit als een zonbeschermer. I don't think it's right.
You can also visit the inside of the building, where the president used to live or hold meetings. In the afternoon we went to Ikseon-Dong. It's also a traditional style village, but every traditional house has been turned into a cafe. It is quite popular though, so you will have to queue for some of the cafes.
Nou, ja, echt zo. Letterlijk laten zinken.
For cute craft stores, we headed to Insa-Dong. It's like a mall with a lot of small stores that sell personalized items, and it's nice for giving gifts to people. We also stumbled across this store I saw on TikTok. It's a place where they can draw a character of you within a minute. Continuing the trend, we found another famous spot, which also has a lot of Michelin recommendations. Originally, we wanted to go to the main store, but sadly it was already closed, so we went to this one instead. They specialize in bibimbap, but we also ordered some other side dishes. It was already dark outside when we finished dinner. Our restaurant was on the hill of the Namsam Tower, so we decided to head further up there to actually visit the tower and have a nice scenic evening view.
We hebben een slot gekocht voor 20k won. Nou, 21k omdat de machine ons eerste 10k op heeft gevreten en niet heeft teruggegeven. Dus hierbij zijn we 2 keer gescamd.
The lock also wouldn't lock, and I swear that's the only job it had, but it might have fallen off by now already. The next day we started off again with a big meal. We found this place a few days ago when we walked past it, and we wanted to try it because it had a lot of recommendations. It's called Manjok, and they specialize in Jokbal. After breakfast, we wanted to explore Gangnam. We made a stop first at Gang River because we wanted to look around, and somehow we ended up at SM Entertainment. This is their official merch store, and it's at one of the metro exits. For any K-pop fan, it's much cheaper to buy it here, so I definitely recommend that. Outside you can find the Seoul forest, but it was too hot outside in the sun, so we ended up in a mini zoo.
Zwij naar mij.
Je doet het niet goed. Draai hem om, je moet het aan hen laten zien. Draai je camera om. Ga ook mee.
Eventually we finally made our way to Gangnam. We met up with another friend there to do karaoke at a noraebang. The place we wanted to eat for dinner had a long queue, so we ended up eating dessert before dinner. We grabbed some bingsu at Seoul-searching, one of the famous bingsu chains.
Wauw, prachtige visuals.
Op zich, die was wel clean hoor.
Ja, dat was wel clean. Ja.
It ended up being a pretty good strategy because we only had to wait 5 more minutes for our table. We tried Korean barbecue for the first time in Korea and it was really good. I loved the variety of side dishes they had, but especially the meat, that was still the highlight. After eating way too much grease, our friend decided to take us to the Gang River to have a nice evening stroll there. Today we're finally doing something different than sightseeing. We took the bus further out of Seoul and decided to visit a Korean traditional bathhouse. You get an outfit to change in at the desk after you pay. This place has been visited by many celebrities and has also been on TV. I think I kind of felt like a prisoner because it was all orange, but it was very comfortable. And of course we had to look up a YouTube video to make the sheep towel to finish our outfit. We mainly spent our time inside the sauna, which I did not film much of because I didn't want to cook my phone. But there was like an overall resting area and it was very peaceful, especially because we came in the morning and there were not many people there. They also have an ice room to cool down in. Most of the areas in the bathhouse were accessible for both men and women, except for the baths and the individual changing rooms, because you had to get fully naked there. And if you've seen any K-drama, you know you can also get like the traditional bathhouse food here, which is honestly just comfort food.
Je bent zelf eigen.
Aside from the head trauma, It was a pretty nice experience.
Buitenlucht van Seoul.
Zo cool kan zijn.
Echt lekker hier.
In the afternoon we headed back to Hongdae and decided to shop around. We found this temporary exhibition of Attack on Titan, which was originally in Tokyo but they moved it to Seoul. We also spotted 2 celebrities filming inside the Ohyang, one of which I recognized to be Park Myung-soo, a comedian. We ended up doing quite some shopping, and we ate dinner at a place that sold raw soy marinated crab. As you can see, the set menu was mainly just crab, but I'm not the biggest seafood fan myself, so I enjoyed the rice and the side dishes.
Lekker? Hoef je de sojasaus?
Dat is wel goed shit.
He ended up only liking the yolk, and the rest was a bit too raw for him. As it wasn't full yet, we got some more street food on our way home.
Goeie vangst.
If you just walk down the main street of Myeongdong, the street food stalls will be infinite. We had mostly the basic stuff like kimbap, but I also wanted to try the Hongdae, which is blood sausage. The hygiene was a bit questionable, but the taste was alright.
Lotte World. Let's go.
For our last day, we decided to head to Lotte World. It's both a giant indoor and outdoor theme park. We got ourselves matching Lotte headbands, and we also rented a school uniform because that's one of the traditions if you go there. We headed to the outside park first, and we were quite lucky with the weather there. I thought this park would be for children, but actually the rides outside were much more extreme than I thought they would be. If you come here, I definitely recommend looking up the busiest rides to queue there first. Personally, I really enjoyed the Comet Express. It reminds me of Space Mountain of Disney World. Plus the queue was not in the boiling sun. But for the real daredevils, try the gyro drop. They literally dropped us from 38 meters with a speed of 90 kilometers an hour. In contrast to all the screaming outside, the indoor park was actually very peaceful. Everything is very cute inside, you can definitely tell it's meant for a younger audience. They also have entertainment for them, like a marching band and a parade. And even the lunch was in a school theme. There was one ride that was a collaboration with the game PUBG. It's actually pretty cool. They drop you into the game like in a capsule, and then you also get to shoot enemies in an interactive way. You even get 3D glasses to make the action more immersive.
Daar ben ik, waar is Tun? Ben jij dat? Ik zie hem niet.
The most popular indoor ride was the French Revolution, which goes to the entire indoor theme park, but also makes a loop around one of the walking bridges. Somehow they also managed to fit in a giant water attraction indoor too.
Zulke dingen word ik altijd ziek van.
Luckily we managed to remain dry. At night the park is all lit up. giving it a magical fairy tale-like vibe. Sadly though, that also meant it was getting late and we had to leave, because the next morning we had a flight back to home.
Ingepakt.
We got to swipe our cute transportation card for one last time in the fancy bus. And that's how our Seoul trip came to an end.